guys?
I'll start.
All right.
Players sometimes come back. Michael Jordan came back. Is this final?
No, 100%. Yeah, definitely. You know, I guess everybody knows. You know, I've had the knee surgeries here and there, and then in preseason this year, I had one more, and pretty much cleaned out the rest of my left knee. So I'm pretty much bone on bone, and I was trying to fight hard getting back, and I was almost there. Played a few games, and then I was trying to, you know, work a little harder to get more fit, to where I could get 90 minutes fit. And, it was just kept putting me back. My knee was, you know, blowing up, swelling up, and then finally just decided that, hey, I was having a hard time walking around at home, just doing the normal everyday stuff, and said that, you know, I got two kids now, and it's not worth it anymore to beat myself up worse than I already was.
How difficult?
Is knee replacement?
Hopefully, that's kind of why I stopped now, so we can hopefully wait on that. Obviously, I played at Salt Lake last year, and then the off season I had a knee surgery on the other knee, and at that time I needed microfracture on both legs, but I would never play again. So, you know, I was just trying to fight through it. And, you know, luckily I had a good season last year. I was able to get a championship out of it, and you know, I tried to do it again this year, but my left knee was way worse than my right. So, hopefully the knee replacement won't be there, but I'm not planning on doing anything anytime soon, and just wait and you know, enjoy life a little bit. Been doing this a while.
You've played soccer for virtually all your life. How difficult is it, though, for you to step away from the sport you love to play?
I mean, obviously it's going to be difficult right now. I think it's more relief. I was putting so much pressure on myself to get back, and, you know, felt the need that I wanted to, you know, repeat what I did last season. And, you know, I think, you know, there'll be some days where it does get difficult, but actually I'm very happy right now. I mean, from what I'm sure you guys have seen in the media, it's been a phenomenal response. You know, everybody's treated me with unbelievable respect, and you know, it has been great. I think what I'm going to miss the most is being in the locker room and, you know, the day in and day out stuff with all the guys. But you know, the way I felt, you know, when I go home every day, you know, it's a relief to know that I don't have to worry about walking up and down stairs now.
For those of us who haven't seen you in a while, I mean, other than spending time with your family, I mean, what are your plans? Coach please?
No, right now I think I'm going to step back from soccer for a little bit. I mean, like I told people, you know, I'll take a break, but I never know if that break's going to be, you know, 2 weeks or 2 years, or, you know, I got some other stuff that's lined up as far as business things, and you know, we're just going to, you know, like I always did, is fly by the seat of my pants for a little bit, and you know, see what opportunities come across.
Someday when you go to the National Soccer Hall of Fame, is that going to be in a New York jersey, or is that going to be an LA jersey, or
it's going to be a tough
national team to make everyone happy?
Yeah, I think that'd be the easiest route. I mean, obviously, you know, I retired last week with LA. You know, LA was you know, my first team, and I've always said, hey, it would be great if I could retire, you know, in the jersey that I started. That has no disrespect to, obviously, New York. This is the team that I played at the longest, the 3.5-year stint with the Metro Stars, and then, you know, the one with Red Bull. So obviously there's a huge spot in my heart for not only both organizations but the fans here. I mean, obviously all you guys, we had a great relationship. But you know, it's one of those things that I made that decision. That's where I call home now. And, you know, like I said, it had no disrespect to any of the fans in the organization. It was just something that I decided way back when that, you know, if I could retire where I started, then that would make me happy.
And if you do have to retire, going out against Real Madrid isn't too bad.
Yeah, I mean, there was a situation where I made this decision probably I guess 2 or 3 weeks before. Obviously, we didn't make it public. Didn't want it, you know, stirring up anything with the media or anything like that. I wanted the guys to concentrate on, you know, what they had to do, and then, you know, that's why we released it at the beginning of the week for the Real Madrid game. But, you know, that was another thing I decided I could have done it, you know, 2 or 3 weeks before that. But, you know, I also started my career at the Rose Bowl with the LA Galaxy, and I wanted to finish it in the same stadium, and I couldn't have written the script any better. It just so happened that we lucked out to be able to play Real Madrid in the Rose Bowl right around the time that I was deciding to do this.
Speaking of stadiums, I assume you've seen Red Bull Arena. How much would you
just on
love to
TV?
have played?
This is I just got here, so this is my first time. This is one of the more exciting things, you know, for my trip to come out here, is to see, you know, how far it's come. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to play in it, and I know this stadium's been in the work ever since I was back with the Metro Stars. So, you know, finally it got here. So, you know, whether me playing or not, I'm just glad to be able to be a part of a day like today, and to see this beautiful stadium.
Since the news came out, people would look back on your career and obviously the highlights, the best moments for you personally.
Can you name a couple that stand out? That
I mean,
you'll
obviously,
kinda
being here in New York, getting to score the 5 goals, was something I don't think many of us forget. The one long goal that was 60 or 70 yards, I don't even remember. And then also the World Cup goal. That's something that no matter how old and senile I get, I don't think I'll ever forget those moments. So definitely, most of my career and the best part of it was, here with the Metro Stars. And I've had many other great memories, but those definitely stick in my mind.
Anything you would have done differently?
Nothing. I mean, I know I've gotten criticism. I've had up and down career, but I've always lived my life. That everything happens for a reason, and with all the trouble and all the fun that I've had, I still had a good career. And I think that there's a lot of people, would like to have the same. And you can always say woulda, coulda, but I live my life and I enjoy it. And, I think that that kept me going for a long time as well. It kept added pressure off of me when I knew I could go out and relax or do anything. But I wouldn't change anything. I think the life that I've lived and the career I had is happened because of certain decisions I've made. Have they always been the best decisions? No, not by any means. But you live and learn, and you go through those processes. So I wouldn't have changed a thing.
Between the two games here this week and the game in the Meadowlands, there'll be about 120,000 people who watch soccer games right in this area. Does that speak to kind of where we're at now?
Well, sure. Definitely this league is, you think way back in the day of the Metro Stars days, we actually had a lot of people. And then, I think that it ended up going down a little bit. But, the sport itself, you can tell it's growing with the new investors we got, the new teams that are coming, with arenas like this. I mean, obviously, this is, a top-notch stadium. And to see it continue to get better, I think, Phil Anschutz did a great job with, the Home Depot Center, and then, Salt Lake built their stadium, and it just continues to keep getting better. And now you see Red Bull Arena, so I think that speaks volumes in itself of where this league's going, and also just keep adding teams with Portland and Vancouver coming next year. And this league is definitely definitely taking a turn. The media and the TV rights are definitely a huge part of it. I think they just made an announcement, or I heard a commercial or something. They're showing 70-something EPL games on ESPN now. So, just things like that. We've already had our games on TV, but once you get other leagues like that, and you get, the rest of the people, especially in a European market as New York is, it's obviously important to have those kind of games, and I think it creates more of a buzz.
What do you think the additions of Thierry and Rafa, what do you think that signifies about this team and about the league that you're now leaving?
Obviously I've been, in the league a long time, and back in the day when they would sign, these guys for big money, some of them would be coming on vacation, but the guys that they're signing now are great players. I know Thierry, just retired from international soccer, but you look at Rafa, he's still, these guys are playing at Barcelona and big-time clubs, so they can still come out here and play, and I think it's not only great for the league, but great for the fans here. That it continues to show guys that are playing on a world stage, and they thought that this might be a second-tier league compared to those guys, but they're not just coming here just to collect a check or live in the States. They're coming here to play and try to win championships. So I think that's important for this league.
Clint, I know you said just before about taking a break, but could you see yourself getting into coaching? I know you've had your issues with some coaches in the past, but
sure.
Could you see yourself getting into that aspect of it?
Definitely, for sure. I think it's my job and my duty to continue to pass along what was given to me, and whether it be knowledge or anything else. But in the sport of soccer, if I want to continue to grow, I think it takes ex-players and guys that have played at high levels to continue to help this league grow. So one day I'll definitely be involved in soccer. Just told you I don't know how long that break's going to be.